Ugh.
If I remember correctly, the first like entire episode or two of this is set up, so
I'm cool with that. Hey, good setup. I prefer because then at least I know what's going on. I mean, you can overdo it, which is what a lot of sci-fi books do.
yeah.
But well, fuck. I mean, I remember telling you that like the first book in the Stormlight Archive is all set up. Boy, you picked the wrong direction, son. Oh, jeez! Holy fuck! Well, alright then.
The beginning of show, murder.
Yeah, like, this actually... Damn, this looks pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I thought the visuals and everything were really good.
Very, very small thing. I like that he's, like, checking by looking at them.
Describe for me my desert.
Well,
It is
I've heard it said that sand is coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Takes out lightsaber.
The shifting sands, they sing.
humble. The Uyghurs called it Hayelet Kum Sakri Söylemek.
That's interesting. That's some good character setup, actually. Because it shows that he has, you know, an understanding and appreciation of, I guess, whatever you want to call it, the nature.
The little things.
Yeah, and he's also obviously studied, well-learned. But even, like, when he speaks the language, he doesn't do it fluently, or fluidly, I guess I should say.
Yeah, you can tell he's not a native speaker.
Right. A lot of little things.
In your eye, the most beautiful women of all.
All women, no matter from.
And I just in that question, even the way she asks it, you can tell like it's a test. There is a right and a wrong answer here.
You are most correct, Lord Khan. He is our son.
I love the shrug. Like I know when I'm right. You don't have to tell me.
Oh, just a disclaimer, by the way. There is a moderate amount of nudity in this.
Ah. I will pixelate the screen.
Japanify it.
Japanify
You do not belong here! Stay away from me!
Dad, the ship is only 50 feet across. I do like that little shot, though, because that's something that, like, I think glanced over a lot, is how fucking horrible it was to travel by boat back then.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people died.
Yeah, I think probably the only thing worse than being lost in the woods would be being lost in a desert.
Mm-hmm. It's just nothingness in every direction.
Right. Like, and again, like, at least in the woods, you can hope upon a stream, or you might find berries, or hunt, or something. Like, in a desert, you're just fucked. Like,
Uh-huh.
Like, to me, living in a desert is equivalent to living in a hurricane. I'm like, why would you choose this? This is a place where life is not meant to be. Oh, fuck. And then you get shit like this, where it's like, what the fuck do you do?
Uh-huh.
The look on his face just, like, made me think, they call it Silk Road. Not feeling very soft.
I haven't seen a single piece of silk this entire fucking time.
If this is a call to war, you will have my horse and...
If this is a call to war, you will have my whores. Yep. Your what? This is really important. I need you to clarify. What will you be sending? My brother told me he's sending 40 whores. What? How are we gonna... He said you could ride them. That doesn't answer my question, sir.
How does that help us in war? How doesn't it help us in war?
Wait, I don't get it. Why aren't all their defenses outside the wall?
Do you know this game?
I'm not particularly familiar, but...
How much did you pay my brother for...
I don't understand. He's trained for 3 seconds. Why isn't he an expert now?
Here to train the Khan's sons, his nobles, his pets.
I don't know if it's ever gonna not be satisfying to watch a master just kick the ass of a student. Like, there's just something so primal about it.
My 3 wives each desire a visit.
Fuck, son, pace yourself. That's fascinating. I wonder who was the dude that was like, they come to him and it's like, how do I make a boy, baby? I don't fuck. She's on top. It has to be at least 3 in the morning. Just making up bullshit.
Wow, we've got reports that 20 of the people that did this, 15 of them were boys. I must have been right.
I think I once showed you the meme that was like, man, being a doctor in the 20s was awesome. You're like, yeah, you got ghosts in your blood. You need to do cocaine about that. This is actually pretty good choreography. I gotta give him points.
Yes.
Salt cakes? Oh my gosh, that sounds disgusting. It's kind of a weird thing I was thinking about probably a month ago or so. I was considering it's weird that we don't have, like, children's fables like this in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, that seems like something that would have stuck around, but it just didn't, for reasons.
He grew young again.
Yeah, that's a much bigger thing in Eastern countries for some reason.
Yeah, like all the metaphoric stories and just all that kind of stuff, and they don't... I don't know why.
Yeah, that just kind of doesn't exist here.
Yeah, I mean, the most you get is some parents, like, read their kids stories and stuff before bed, but it's never like, the story of the traveling tiger. It's always the story, like, Harry Potter lived in a cupboard under the stairs.
Bring me back a report with fresh eyes. Make me see, Latin, the way things truly are in the kingdom of my brother.
Again, like, we talked about it, but the idea that you have a servant you can trust their report, highly valued.
Uh-huh.
The fuck is that ladle? the ladle here that they use. Bring me my balls. Yeah, bring me my balls, ladle. You're what? Did I stutter?
You will not be gaining favors by your charming stories anymore. Not without a tongue.
Joke's on you, I know sign language.
I do not bed soldiers.
Chancellor Jassadel has granted us permission.
Wait, you all came running in? Alright. We could finally fuck this bitch. All 3 of us, let's go. Okay, stop. No. No, bro. That's not... Get down there. Alright. We agree to the rules? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare thumb war. Definitely accidentally knocked his quiver over there. He's getting off the horse.
Mess it.
Yeah, here. Oh, shit.
Yep. He definitely did.
Yeah, cool as it's set up. Not gonna lie, that the fight itself kinda weak.
Yeah.
A lot of baseball batting was going on.
Kung Fu means supreme skill from hard work.
That was an interesting description of Kung Fu I've never heard before, though.
Had you not heard that before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. That is the truth.
I literally have only ever heard Kung Fu used to refer to fighting. That man Ty lead all over that fucker.
Yep. He's a chi blocker in disguise.
Now, we can either deal or fuck.
I've never walked into a business and they're like, well, we can either do business or fuck. Sir, this is a Wendy's.
You want a burger or not?
We can either do business or fuck. What? No, sorry, it's something I heard in town.
I make no judgment, of course.
The way he said that, like, literally just sparked in my mind. I was thinking about it again. The Whatever podcast, one of the women's referred to porn as a talent.
Uh-huh.
And my thought was, I mean, I might call it a skill. I don't know if I would call it a talent. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's definitely something not just everybody can do, but like, shoving rocks up your ass might be a skill, but I wouldn't call it a talent either.
I can only assume you have an opinion as to which road must be taken.
Choose wisdom
over wrath. Heal any rifts within yourself, your armies, your people.
Right, I was looking for more of a military direction than, you know, vague platitudes. What do you want for dinner? Food must fill your stomach and your mind. Right, so Italian or
Do you wrestle in Venice?
you wrestle weird. Later on, a guy wrestles him. He just starts making out with him. Dude, what the fuck? Sorry, I thought that's not how you guys do this here.
That bitch back near the tent totally fucking lied to me.
We wear masks. For what purpose? The mask frees us of inhibitions.
Our generals should wear masks in the future.
Oh fuck!
Oh, holy shit!
That was a pretty fucking hard word. Marco's sitting on the sideline. Go on, do the thing where you fuck him. Everyone else just stops. What?
What did he say?
I would be honored. What can I do?
Sure, have to do it, Marco. You do know. Okay, listen. You don't actually fuck the guy. What? Damn it! That was my whole strategy. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wait! Watch out!
Yeah, I wrestled for 1 year in high school, and I'll tell you, man, there were some times when I outweighed an opponent that left me flat on my ass, and I didn't know how I got there.
This is as cocky as like that of a horse. Then feed it oats and leave me alone.
That statement. She comes in with a bowl of oats for your penis. I genuinely, I was looking at that, and I was like, that looks like steak, and then a fucking snake. That genuinely got me.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one the first time I watched this.
Well, they understand the complexity of the discussion, but they don't go anywhere with it. It's like they just have the discussion, hit on like the most overused talking points. Like I get the impression it's very afraid to offend anybody. And ironically, in doing that, they kind of cuck Lewis a little bit. Because he was an insanely prolific thinker and somebody that was like very, very ahead of his time in terms of understanding how demons attack people. Like the Screw Tape Letters to this day, I think remains one of the best pieces of Christian media I've ever seen in terms of instructions. It's called the Screw Tape Letters, and it's a series of letters from a demon to his nephew who's trying to cause a man to fall away from God. And he's basically telling him, like, here are all the tricks you can use, here's how certain things in the world will affect him, here's how you can cause him to excuse his lust or his, habits or his thinking or whatever. Let him think that by doing this he's a good Christian, therefore he's not actually giving himself to God. Let him think this, let him think that. And it's a really, really wonderful way to rebuke Christians who are not actually living a Christian lifestyle. Very, very, prolific in that.
Oh, there goes your audio.
Oh, fucking damn it.
Oh, well, there's back again. I don't know.
What? Somewhere? My Discord window
I saw
just
your
doesn't
mouth
exist.
moving, and I wasn't hearing anything, and then...
Where the fuck is my Discord? You can hear me, so presumably it's somewhere. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna assume Discord is open then. I can't see you or do anything about it.
I can see you and hear you.
Alright then, well, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't just assume that's working because I'm not sharing screen with you. Alright, you have screen?
I do.
Okay. Let's see if anything else wants to break. It's weird to me I don't understand how people can sleep in chairs that like sit upright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, put me in the passenger seat of a car and I can fall asleep very easily.
Really?
Yeah. I like when I went and visited my friends in Alabama, they laughed at me because I would fast travel. I would fall asleep when we left and wake up when we got where we were going. And they were like, "You motherfucker, you just fast travel in real life." I'm like, "Kind of. I don't mean to do it. It just happens." I guess my body senses the car slow down. I was like, "Ah, we must have arrived."
I used to be able to do that as a kid.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, I have not lost a step there.
Of what, though? It makes little sense with their current standing.
But the parley will give us clarity.
They've offered a peace treaty, but they want 9,000 gold pieces.
Request you personally, sire. Perhaps a ruse to take your life.
Eat shit, Skaven.
Fuck you, I'm a rat.
To destroy them.
And in his jealousies, the better man stands erect and strong and finds a way.
I'm very erect. Ask my 3 wives. I can't get over it every time he grunts, man. It's the great Khan's decision.
Khan has spoken.
He farts in his sleep. The Khan has spoken.
From the Arabian Peninsula.
The fuck is wrong with that chicken?
Animals lose of shed.
Get that weird chicken the fuck out of here.
Your chest is puffed. In this place, that's what the horse do when they want to get fucked.
The horseman.
I was gonna make the fucking joke about him going, "We can do business or fuck." But apparently that's just how he opens most conversations. No, I have both of them. Oh, shit. Oh, right then, Marco. That was effective.
Yeah.
All my life, I waited for the great adventurer to offer me a place at his side. I finally got what I wanted.
Yeah, that would piss you off a fair bit.
Just a little bit.
We call for this parley in good faith.
You called for this parley in fear.
Alright, Minister, what's your plan? Well, do you see how my pants are down? I'm gonna go in there in helicopter.
You will be spared. Your father and uncle will be sentenced. Artful color will not alter their character.
It really is interesting. You can see how much the Khan actually does like Marco.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, he beat the shit out of a man for just being in the room at the wrong time.
I liked the parallels that he was trying to draw between their two fathers as well.
Yeah, saying that Genghis, was like a legend in his eyes. That is true,
We've already kind of seen Marco, in the flashback, he was ecstatic that his dad came home, and
Right. Well, yeah, because if you never meet your dad, you only grow up hearing about him, and not too often somebody's gonna just tell you, yeah, your father was actually a shitbag.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, like, it's to a differing degree, obviously, but, like, it's kind of the same thing in Star Wars. When anytime, Luke asks about his dad, Obi-Wan's like, oh, yeah, I know, your father was a cunning warrior, a great pilot, a good friend. He might also be an evil emperor that took over the galaxy, but we won't talk about that right now. But yeah, that idea of, like, you hear of all the great and the good stuff, you don't really hear about the human aspect of your father.
Mm-hmm.
That was, like, part of Freud's psychology, is that, like, part of growing up is realizing your parents are not actually great people all the time. Yeah, I remember...
That is not how that...
I don't remember what class it was, but I did actually see some pictures of, like, the feet binding practice. And, fuck, man, that seems horrific.
I actually couldn't watch this scene for a while.
It's, I just saw pictures, but it seemed pretty terrifying.
Beg forgiveness if I at all overstepped at the parley. It was your hour, not mine.
Your aggression weakened the song.
They saw your dick and they flinched.
They realized they were Asian.
Be still, my sunflower.
Oh.
Be still.
Yeah, that was rough.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to think. I wonder Damn, that. I was trying to think if that's better or worse than the scene with Stannis' daughter.
Oh. Oh man.
It's a brain scratcher a little bit.
They're both fucking horrible.
They're both pretty fucking horrible.
You will choose your father's punishment.
Yeah, well, that's not a heavy burden or anything.
I forgot how early on they kind of cultivate those two's friendship or relationship.
Oh, damn, that was fucking cool. Grab the fucking kunai out of the air.
Motherfucking 100 eyes.
Genuine, the field when a player 20 levels above you steps onto the field.
This is one of the weirder episodes.
Okay.
I wasn't sure what to think of this when I first saw it.
To draw their strength.
It might play a helpful ruse.
And you, Polo, might get sliced into fine white meat in the process.
That was definitely a moment of, I see this as an absolute win. Uncle just calls out to everyone, alright, we can do business or we can fuck. What?
What?
Do you guys not do anything normal? I wrestle with you, you stick your tongue down my throat, I do business, you offer to fuck me?
I wish to speak with the old man.
Oh, fuck.
And here I was, being so gracious.
As am I. I haven't leaned in yet.
That's a great retort. I gotta give him props for that.
Attack or to defend, we know nothing.
Prince, my brother, yes, we need not march, but at least marshal our forces.
It's gonna take you like at least 5 turns for you to get up a couple decent armies. You might as well go ahead and start the process now.
Watch your income, though, and your upkeep.
Listen, whenever 7,000 rats are at your doorstep, you wish you had a decent army. Alright, we're approaching the term of the high schooler is figuring out how to use the mirror effect. It won't stop.
Who do you think would know what that room looks like?
The room where they were playing chess?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would primarily, I think, be most of his inner council. And so if that's the implication that it has to be one of his close-up people, honestly, that would put Gingham at the top of my list of suspects.
Prince Gingham?
Yeah. Although the treasurer has been doing some sussy stuff lately, I will say.
The Minister of Finance?
Yes. So I call people by how I think of them. That's just... I mean, for a long time, I think it's Sai, whatever the sister's name is, I thought of her as Dami Mommy. That's what she is in my head. It doesn't necessarily make sense. No, that doesn't fit. I was thinking that it might have been the tax collector, because Marco might recognize his handwriting, but that doesn't make sense how he would know the Khan's inner chambers.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
Marco.
Polo. That's right, because Marco thinks he knows who drew the thing. But he wants to verify. Having notes is actually very nice. I'm reminded why I keep notes during D&D games. Oh, so this is flashback. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
It'd be too hard to just dance around it.
Gotcha. Okay.
She is who is pretending to be Lady Kokachine.
Oh, okay.
She was actually the real Kokachine's servant, or like
yeah.
What's the word I'm looking for? Like
handmaiden.
Yeah, handmaiden. There. Thank you.
Okay.
And then when their tribe initially got invaded by the Mongols, she took her own life because she knew what they were going to do to her, possibly.
Right.
And
not that hard to throw a guess at it.
Yeah, and Pretender Kokachine is now, she took up the mantle, trying.
Right, because that's how she introduced herself to Marco and everything.
Yeah.
I see.
Here, pause it for a second. Imagine the absolute fear and command you must control to ward off bandits because they're afraid to attack anyone that they can't brazenly see that tablet out in the open.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they know if they attack a caravan and it has a golden tablet and somebody finds out, they're fucked.
Completely fucked. Well, that's the thing. I mean, like, actually, ironically, fucking Warhammer is a great example. Once you get to the size of a big fucking army, people stop attacking your caravans because they know they're fucking with you if they do, and they don't want that trouble.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's really what it is. It's very simple, and Khan has the biggest fucking army around right now.
Escort me, or I will tell the Khan of your disrespect.
That's a valid threat.
I wouldn't put it like that.
Why are you afraid of her? She wrestles weird. It's actually weird that you brought that up, and quite accurately. Because they managed to strike a very delicate balance, I think, between the idea of a powerful person and then that person being very much human.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've showed, like, the Khan really isn't a especially great warrior on his own. And, he's very, very human in terms of, like, he has to deal with the gout and has to deal with his doubts and things. So it's really interesting to show that dichotomy without lessening him as a leader. It takes some talent.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they did a good job with Kublai.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes the right type of person, too, because, like, if you did that with someone like a mop boss, I think you ultimately make them less threatening. But I don't feel like the Khan is less threatening. He seems human but capable, which is, the right way to go with that.
Yeah.
Hey, how much do you think I can get for this at a pawn shop?
Best I can do is $5 or $7.50 in trade-in value.
We need to make Pawn Stars an occasional watch.
Your family has lost everything.
Oh shit, he was on my list of maybes that wrote the thing. I don't know how he would have seen the Khan's inner chambers, though. Because my maybe list... Let's see. Yeah, my maybe list mostly came down to either Sangha or the Khan's brother that died. I don't know when Sangha might have seen the chambers. Oh, Marco did see his writing. And then there's this asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I do, at least my understanding is that the hats are, like, historically accurate. I don't know, at what point do you put that hat together, put it on your head and go, yes, this is a look. This is something that was acceptable.
This commands respect.
You are an old woman with a dead husband and no power.
It's not really a criticism, but the way he said that line in particular sounded like fucking Stephen He from YouTube. When he puts on his, like, super, super thick Asian accent.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's the guy who was famous for that emotional damage.
Oh.
Which is the way he said, you are an old woman who has no power. So this is kind of interesting because Yusuf is right in the sense that he doesn't really show a ton of ambition. But the one place he has showed it is whenever he and Ahmed butt heads a little bit. And Ahmed is the one he's been shown to very much be making moves. Mostly just to us, but, like, he and Jingham have had some particular talks here and there throughout. And so it's possible that Ahmed would have sent Sangha, but I think it's also just as possible that Yusuf would have done it to make it look like Sangha, or to make it look like Ahmed did it.
War is pointless. It never ends.
I like that in one line, this dude gave a more reasonable reason for wanting to abandon warfare than Ahsoka gave in all her bullshit episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was just like, I'm tired, the war never ends. I'm like, he's not wrong.
It does tend to just go on.
Alright, so that could be interesting. Because assuming she's not lying right now. That means Sedu sent her to kill the Empress Presumably so that he would continue the war with the sun, because that's how he keeps in power.
Mm-hmm.
That makes more sense. Because I thought she was trying to kill, well, not trying to kill the Khan. Because then she would have done it whenever she had the poison lips.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes a little more sense now.
But do not use a battering ram when an arrow will do.
I like the battering ram.
Battering ram goes smash.
War is a delicate
just go whoosh.
War is a delicate, interesting. Her war is a delicate instrument. Battering ram goes smash.
You are blessed, Lord Kublai.
I gave her gold to keep it in the abyss she calls a mouth.
I actually appreciate that they show that. It's pretty rare in, like, medievalish settings that they talk about switching horses out.
Mm-hmm.
But that was definitely a very real thing.
Yeah.
Because sure, you could ride day and night on your horse if you wanted to kill your horse.
Yep.
And I imagine, especially amongst the Mongols, horses would kind of be a big deal.
That's kind of part of their culture, is, you know, just having an appreciation for your horse, for your animals.
That's a big wall.
That's a big wall. You need to build siege equipment, guys.
If I sense you have raised an alarm, I will find you before my days are done.
Well, that wasn't a threat, that was a promise.
Madden Hunter is fighting his way through like the whole fucking Song army just to reach that one dude. Also, I do like that they gave kind of 100 Eyes his shout out there. Like, yeah, you defeated 25 of my best soldiers. Actually, it reminds me of that fucking awesome ass Game of Thrones moment when they fired the old leader of the Gold Cloaks. He's just taking his shit off. He's just like, even now, I could cut through the 6 of you without breathing, or like carving a cake.
And they believed it.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh shit, he probably could.
That's actually probably one of the greatest shames, because he actually had an increasingly bigger role in the books, and I guess either they just didn't care or didn't think they had time to do it in the show. They barely broke a stride. Well, your problem was you sent reinforcements, but it was 2 guys.
I did like how they made the army do a chant to Cengiz instead of
to Kublai.
I feel like, again, if this were a Marvel show, they would have been like, oh yeah, he's gonna rally the troops and they're gonna
chant and cheer his name.
Kublai. Yeah.
Right, yeah, I know, but
they really like drive home just how fucking scary Cengiz was.
Well, and it really was him that like built the dynasty. You know, he's the figurehead of it, and almost in the same way that, you know, some of the founding fathers are for America. That is not what you said. How do you want this line delivery? As slurred as possible. At least 4 whiskeys in.
How drunk is the Khan? Yes.
Not about a way. Man brought a knife to a broadsword fight. Holy fuck. That dude came in like a bat out of hell.
You offer evidence to support your doubts.
My confidence.
Do you have any evidence? Yes, my gut. That wasn't nearly as bad as fucking Zhao's line in the Avatar remake. What is your plan for sieging the North Pole? I have destiny on my side. Okay, yes, but your plan.
They say the Khan welcomes anyone.
Fucking, that actually just upset me. Because literally in this, they've shown a greater understanding of the changing of powers affecting common people than fucking Star Wars does with the New Republic.
Yeah, that's true.
That actually pisses me off.
as you stand with an army outside my city walls. How am I to take this?
On bended knee, if you're wise.
That's a fucking smart response. Fuck!
I'm crazy.
You heard that, and the king's too fat for his armor.
Retreat.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
While I sat captive, preparing to die. And if I remember, you sent the Latin with me on my journey.
After he convinced me to do so.
How does your body stand straight without a spine?
Fuck! Yam was a fucking real one, man.
Yep.
May your god accompany you, Master Polo. You will need it more than I.
Fuck. That's a banger ass line. That's a badass line, I can't lie.
I always loved this interaction.
Forever.
My dear Empress, I never considered that an option.
Oh.
Yep.
Fucking hell. You know, you could have given me a hot minute to tell what the fuck he was doing. That was not on my list.
The first time that caught me off guard too, I was just like, "Oh shit!"
Like I saw it, my brain just didn't fully accept what it saw because I saw the cannon in his hand. I was like, "Oh, oh, oh,
boom! Oh shit!"
I think the fucking guard in the room had the same reaction I did.
What do you see?
A puck.
What do you see? Bug. No, Cody, no. Meat. No, that's not what this... No, Cody.
Liar! You're a liar! Remove yourself. Speak of this lunacy no more.
Tell the Gishik to jail me.
Make your point. Take your leave. There is honest work to be done. You manipulated that whore, Malin. You instructed my brother to withhold his troops from Wu-Tang. You conspired with Justin Al. I know you believe Shenyang will fall.
It will.
And you fear that once conquered, I turn my aims to lands far-reaching?
I do.
Why should I not?
So for me right now, this is almost a toss-up of whether Yusuf is being completely honest or telling like a half-lie.
Mm-hmm.
Because he claims to be responsible for everything. But potentially he could be lying to save Marco's life because that would be one of the only reasons the Khan would ever accept him like not giving counsel anymore. Alternatively, he could be completely honest and be done and still think that Marco should, you know, be spared. It's an interesting thought. I think if I had to come down on a side of it right now, I would lean towards him being honest. Because the most likely result is that either the Minister of Finance or that Yusuf were the ones who drew the picture of the Khan's inner chambers.
Mind of his own.
How do we know he's a virgin? Shove a pigeon egg up her cooch.
I wish to give the order, sire.
Sir, just so you know, whenever you actually give the order, you can't grunt. You will have to call out. Wait, does mean proceed or retreat? Sir, this is really important. This is a military position.
More counterweight, Talib.
Any more weight, the excellence?
More counterweight.
You don't fucking understand. I said more counterweight.
More wine!
Get the breastplate stretcher!
Oh, human emotion. Damn it. Alright, fine, I'll repair the wall. Like 100 gold. It's so weird that I'm like simultaneously filled with like this energy of, Gingham, you're such a prick. And then at the same point when he's on the front line, I'm like, yeah, you go get it.
Kick their ass, Gingham!
Kick their ass, you jackass! So this is actually a smaller thing. But I love when they depict like the first uses of gunpowder in warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's such a fucking game changer. And how the fuck do you know how to handle that? Like,
oh yeah, I mean you can tell even Jingham's just like, what the fuck?
The fuck is this bullshit they've just done here? Like that's why like this is something I've actually been in an argument with a couple people about, but like Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Everyone gives a lot of shit for like, oh well, why didn't they realize they were gonna blow up the wall? It's like, because gunpowder wasn't a thing before this. Like, why would you think like, oh, they're doing something at the base of the wall? Okay, well, there's 9,000 orcs that are a direct threat, and one that's doing something that nobody fucking knows what he's doing. I don't really give a shit about the one. Like, ooh, that was a little bit unfortunate. The costume down here is a little bit scrunched.
Oh yeah.
I get that probably no one saw it, but ooh, it's a little unfortunate. Fucking hell, man. He fucking mounted that shit. Alley-oop.
Marco, come on, this is a boss room.
This screams boss room. Get your shit under the ice. This is martial arts where I'm about to fuck you up. Okay then.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's okay. So, yeah, well, because this brings into question Yusuf's confession, because he seemed genuine about like not wanting to serve the Khan anymore. But the treasurer obviously is in the same boat. Somebody's a fucking liar. That's interesting. Well, that's really good though. It was really good for season 1.